sponsored by Tech Reload UK. Check out the purchasing links in the description below.
Hello YouTube. Today I have another parcel, which means it's another Postbag video. But before I show you this, you need to like my video and subscribe.
So now it's okay?
There's just one more thing you need to do, and that is to click on the bell so that you get a notification when a new video comes out.
I hope it's okay.
Perfect. The shaver is a Surker wash and dry shaver, model number RSCW9008. It says maximum precision, minimum effort. Looks like it's got a LED display on there. It has self-sharpening blades. I'm not sure what it means by automatically detect current shaving status to avoid from obsession of being clipped by blades. Maybe it can detect if it's trapped some skin. It's supposed to be quiet, or at least quieter than normal shavers. It appears to be wireless charging. It takes 90 minutes to charge up and it lasts 90 minutes. It's powered by a lithium ion battery, a 14500 800 mAh battery. It runs on 100 to 240 volts AC, either at 50 or 60 Hz. It's a free foil system. It's got a long hair trimmer. The on off switch has a travel lock, and there's also a turbo button. It tells you how long's left in the battery, and it charges up via a USB cable. On the top is a feedback card. The instructions is underneath. Did I open this upside down? Yes I did. There's a cleaning brush, a USB adapter which is rated at 5 volts 1 amp. There's a USB cable going to a standard shaver socket, or it might be slightly different. It tells you which side is positive and negative. There's a cover. This is the shaver. It is quite light, easy to hold. It appears you can still use the shaver if you got the cover on. I'm not sure if that's by design or a feature. You press these buttons which expose the two blades. The trimmer lifts up like that. To take the cover off, it's these two buttons, but then there's another button here which lets you flip it out, but easier to clean. To turn it on, you just press this button. It's not quieter than a normal shaver. I'll just lift this up slightly. If you press the button again, it goes into turbo mode and you see a fan flashing. Press it again to turn it off. You press and hold. When it's in the locked mode, if you try to press the power button, it will just flash the LED. To unlock it, you just press it and then press and hold the button, and then press it again until it turns off. I've just connected the shaver into the laptop and we can see it's drawing 800 milliamps. It says the charge status is at 90. When it's plugged into a charger, it now draws about 200 milliamps. So in this mode, it's not really charging the shaver up. To open up the shaver, there are two Phillips screws underneath. I'm not able to open this up any further unless if I use a knife. When you remove the top cover, there's also a screw here. The top screws are really tight. That's as far as I'm going to be able to get. That seems to be stuck, but underneath there are two further screws, so maybe I just need to break it a bit more, like that. The rubber seal here, which I need to put back in the right place. We can see the vibrating motor here, which has a funny shape to it, and because I've moved this now, I might not be able to line it up again. I still can't get inside. There we go, a bit more force and it's come off. I'm trying to get to the battery. There's a clip on this side and a clip on the other side, and there's also a clip on the top. There's some pads on the battery to stop it from rattling, and we can see that the battery is a Jiangsu cell battery. It's a lithium ion 14500 3.7 volts 800 milliamp, which is 2.96 watt hours. And now I've got to try and put all this back together again. These cables are a bit on the small side. I'm guessing that they would have soldered this in afterwards. And the reason why the shaver is light is because it only contains one cell. Other shavers usually contain two cells, and the more recent ones are nickel metal hydride. Before that they were nickel cadmium. I'll just test to see if this works. Yep. So it is quiet if there's nothing connected to it. Next was the cover. Which is bottom first. That screw will go in there. Next I'll put these side pieces in. Just take that screw out for 1 second. The side bits actually clip into this centre part. One on that side and one on this side. Which is very difficult to put in. Or maybe because I had it the wrong way round. Okay, so that's in. I'll put the screw back in so that it won't fall to bits. Next was this frame. That should just snap into position. But there was one screw underneath here, which I'll put in a second. Okay, I finally got that one in. and that one's in as well. So when you hear those two snapping sounds, you know it's in. Next will be this top cover, which should just snap in also. But I need to put the bottom in first because that's got a little thing on there. That's on. Now it's this washer, which I think was here. And this will be important because it won't be watertight without this. So either it was like this, or it might have been some other way around. Next will be this piece. So this just holds the motor in the right position. I'm just going to take this O-ring out. Screw this into the motor. I'm just using this magnet so it's easier to put the screw in. Now I can put this O-ring back in. Next was this piece. Which should just snap in like that. I'll just put it in like that for now, put these long screws back in. For some reason I don't think that's going in right, so I'll take this one out and start again. I also need to attach this. I didn't see how it came off. I think it just slides in there, and then when this is screwed down it can't come out. If I put the screw in dead center, it should go in the right place. Still not right. That spring is very difficult to get back in, but I've done it now, so I'll have to act quickly in case if it pops out again. That seems to be a bit more flush now. I did line up the motor part properly. These two are now levelled. And hopefully this should be difficult to put back in, which means I'm doing it right this time. Hopefully that's sealed up very well. Next goes on the blades. These should just snap in. Hopefully that will just let me put that in there, which it does. That should snap into there just to test, see if that works. Yep. And hopefully this should work with no distortion. There's a bit of a clicking sound as I press the button, so something isn't lined up right. Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. This needs to clip onto something, and I'm thinking it's those cables there which are in the way. So I must have been trapping this cable, because that needs to clip onto there. And it's not possible to have everything attached beforehand, because there's a screw that I need to attach. Okay, that's in now, and hopefully I can put these cables somewhere where it won't be in the way. Okay, so hopefully this should be okay. And it is. The final test is to make sure it still charges. And the charge indicator comes on. If you've liked this video and found anything useful, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, please subscribe and click on the bell for more notifications. And could you also like my Facebook page? And I'll see you next time.